Hey guys, so today I'm going to do a video topic that I've actually been meaning to do for quite a while, and I've actually purposely always put it off because I feel very strongly about it, and I would always play out the video in my mind and it always came out sounding really mean, and so I decided I'm too opinionated about this, I'm too biased, I'm not going to do this video. But there was a question posted, or a comment posted on my YouTube video today, where I'm like, finally, oh, my camera's dying. I finally have to get this video out there. I don't know how long my video camera will last, but I think it was after I did that dealing with your in-laws video, I started getting a lot of questions, and I think I invited it, so it's not random. I think I said that if you guys had any questions to email me or send me messages, and I started getting a lot of messages from people saying all sorts of things, asking me questions about, you know, their strained relationship with their mother-in-law, mother, sister, all sorts of things. And the reason that I sometimes don't reply to those kind of comments is just because it blows my mind, the kind of pressure that we put on other people. And I mean, I hear, oh, my sister did this to me, or my mother-in-law said this to me, and I don't feel comfortable in my own home, or you know, so-and-so doesn't give me attention. And I'm not picking on any one person or any one comment, but do yourself a favor and let other people go. Set yourself free. Because the only person that you need to get attention from is yourself. I don't even know how to word this, but the pressure that we put on our family members and on others, and it's strange to me because we expect so much from our families, yet it is completely randomly chosen. We did not choose to be born in a certain family. They did not choose to be our relatives. If anything, we give more benefit of the doubt to our friends. If they can't attend an event, or if they can't pay for certain things, or if they can't answer a phone call, we let it slide because they're just our friends. But with family members, there's always so much pressure and drama and expectations, and I just don't understand it. I've always been on the other end of it. Maybe that's why I'm really biased, but emotionally needy people are so exhausting and draining. Every person, I think, at some point just chooses to disconnect from that, and being needy and just that dependent on somebody emotionally will just make them want to run in the other direction even more, and it's not an attractive feeling. It's not an attractive energy to put out there. And I understand, like, everybody goes through their ups and downs where they might need somebody. Like when I was going through my divorce, of course I needed my family and friends a little bit more than I would need them on any other, you know, certain day. But to expect people to drop everything that they're doing to cater to you, or to give you attention, or to attend your wedding, or to make you feel special for your baby shower, whatever it is, I don't understand it. Again, I'm really biased in this. I think I've mentioned this before, but my mother was one of 7 siblings, and when she came here in the United States, she was a teenager when she got married to my father, and for the next 30-some years of her life until she passed away, she was sending money back home, supporting her grown siblings that were older than her, perfectly capable of earning a living. And they were always complaining how she never did anything for them, that she didn't do enough, she didn't give them enough time, that she didn't set them up enough. It was exhausting. I saw my mother work hard all of her life, doing everything that she could. She would buy like cheap things for herself and send thousands and thousands of dollars back home, and they were still complaining that she didn't do enough. There were family members that had the same surgery like 8 or 9 times. Come to find out they never even had the surgery, but just kept forgetting, ran out of excuses to extort money from her. And she always did it because that's her family, and that's what family does. And to be honest with you, it's complete BS. Your family should want to be with you because they love you and they want to spend time with you. Be the kind of person that other people want to spend time with. Don't expect it just because you happen to share their DNA, or they happen to be born, you know, married into your family. And I know this is going to come across as being mean. I've put off this video because I am so opinionated about it, but whether it's your friend, family member, neighbor, coworker, child, whoever it is, if you need them to be in your life or you want them to be in your life, then be the kind of person that they want to be around. Don't expect things just because they share your last name, or you were born into their family, or you happen to buy a house next to them, or you happen to have the same job. Don't expect these kind of things from people. You are putting too much expectations. If you are the kind of person that's craving attention, the first thing you need to look at is, are you giving yourself enough attention? Are you craving your own attention? And that's why you're expecting that other people give you this attention. Spend time with yourself, figure out what you're missing out, what you're longing. Don't expect others to fill voids in your life because you're not giving yourself enough time or love or affection or whatever it is. Start there. And when you are happy with yourself and you are content and you are giving enough time and attention and affection to yourself, you will radiate that out into the world, and other people will automatically want to have a good relationship with you. They're going to want to spend time with you. They will want to be in your presence. Please don't pressure people to do stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense. I've been in that situation where I told you guys the other day, I am the oldest of 3 siblings, and since I was a little girl, it was always, you're the oldest, take care of your siblings, and I always did. I mean, even in circumstances where now come to think of it, being a parent, like my parents could have gotten arrested for the situations that I was put in with taking care of my siblings, and I did the best, but I always had this pressure on me. And to this day, we're all grown now. I mean, I'm 35, my brother's 31, my sister's 28 years old, but I constantly feel this pressure. I was telling my husband a few years ago, my sister was, in a situation, and she was going through something, and my husband was trying to schedule this vacation, and I told him I'm not going to enjoy the vacation. He was like, why not? And, everything's fine, we're all healthy, we're happy, we're going on this vacation. I'm like, I can't enjoy this vacation knowing that my sister is not happy right now. And I don't think that's something he can relate to because he's the baby of the family, and so he doesn't have those, he's not coming from the same place that I'm coming with. So, and I could see in his eyes that he felt sad for me, and I guess just having the opportunity to verbalize that and say it out loud for the first time made me question that about myself, because I'm like, we're all grown now, and yes, there will be ups and downs in everybody's life. I've had many of my own, but that doesn't mean that I deprive myself quality time with my own family or my own happiness or my own sanity because I have this I always have to take care of my siblings thing attached to me. And I'm not saying that it's usually in our own heads. I'm not saying that they're making me feel that way, but you have to set yourself free. And the first step to setting yourself free is to let other people go. Whatever somebody's doing to you or saying to you or making you feel, you are doing that to yourself. There's nothing that anybody can do to you without your permission. I mean, unless we're talking about like a rapist or a kidnapper situation, you are allowing things to, I mean, I had a woman message me about, her mother-in-law coming and staying for long periods of time and making her feel uncomfortable in her own home. I get it. It doesn't even have to be your mother-in-law. Like if my dad came to live with me right now, like my dad has very different views about, he's older, he's from a different generation. I can think of 101 things that we wouldn't agree with, but it's not gonna get to me unless I allow it to get to me. That's a choice that you make. Nobody else makes that choice for you. And I apologize, but my camera is gonna shut off at any second now, so this is going to have like an abrupt ending. But I hope this is not sounding mean. Don't give other people that power. Like I said, set yourself free, and the first step to being completely empowered and free and independent and just living your best life. Sorry, I have my neighbors walking around. It's evening time, so I'm like staring at everybody, being nosy, who's coming home, who's going. What was I saying now? I lost my train of thought. That's what I get for being a nosy neighbor. The first step to feeling truly fearless and empowered and free is to let other people go. If your husband or your spouse or your sister, whoever it is, whatever you feel like you're not getting from them, give it to yourself. Be content, be happy, learn to spend time with yourself, learn to give yourself attention, learn to love yourself. And I promise you, you will radiate the type of energy that will attract the right type of people in your life. And you will get that attention. And the thing is, when you stop putting pressure on other people, you will be surprised to learn how they open up and how they start feeling more comfortable in your presence. Don't expect things. Don't, I've heard recently, just people expecting all sorts of family members to spend money on their weddings or attend all sorts of out of state or out of country invitations, and stop it. Just honestly, if you want somebody to celebrate your life, celebrate your own life. Learn how to celebrate your own life, your own achievements, birthdays, weddings, whatever it is. Enjoy it. Don't get caught up in who's coming and who's paying for what and what kind of present you're getting and what everybody else is wearing. It doesn't matter. Who's even going to remember that later? They will remember how you made them feel. They're not going to remember what they gave you or what they ate or those little things. Just let it go, guys. It's just not worth it. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. Don't put that kind of pressure on other people. And I truly apologize if this video is coming off as being mean, but like I said, I'm truly biased on this because I have been on the other end. I saw my mother on the other end just struggle with this her entire life. I saw how hard, people sitting in other countries don't realize how hard we work on a daily basis and the sacrifices that we make to send other people, send them money. And the last thing you want to hear is that them complaining that you didn't do enough or you weren't there enough or you weren't doing. Stop it. Love yourself, give yourself attention, appreciate yourself, and all those things will come and fall into place. And the thing that you're fighting for right now, whether it's attention, somebody else's love, will fall into place once you give those things to yourself. You'll realize that you actually didn't need so much of it from other people in the first place. And you will also learn that when you take the pressure off, everybody's more willing to be open with you and giving to you and love you when you're not demanding it. So I'll end on that note before my camera shuts off. But guys, love yourself. Stop asking for it. Give it to yourself. That's it. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.